While you were choosing which of your many shoes you will wear, have you ever stopped to wonder about the history of high heel shoes? When did people start wearing them? What were they originally made from? How did they become the all-important fashion accessory they are today? And how did it affect our body, specifically our feet? Books were written about this fascinating topic, but here is just a brief look at the history of high heel shoes. And how did it evolve and what are the effects of it when we, especially girls, wear them? Shoes were one of the first items man learned to make. When crossing rough, rocky lands, humans realized the importance of finding a way to protect their feet. The high-heeled shoe, or a shoe whose heel is higher than the toe, is a matter of contentious and a heated discussion since before. Shoes in general have a typically served as markers of gender, class, race, and ethnicity. No other shoe, however, has gestured towards leisure, sexuality, and sophistication as much as the high-heeled shoe. It started when most of the lower classes in ancient Egypt walked barefoot, but it figures on murals dating from 3500 BC depict an early version of shoes worn mostly by the higher class. These were leather pieces held together with lacing. It was often arranged to look like the symbol which represents life. But there were also some depictions of both upper-class males and females wearing heels for ceremonial purposes. Egyptians, butchers, also wore heels back then to help them walk above the blood of dead people. In ancient Greece and Rome, platform sandals called cotorni, or later known as bustinsine in the Renaissance, were the shoes with high wood or cork sandals that were popular particularly among athletes who would wear shoes of different heights to indicate varying social status or importance of character. In ancient Rome, sex trade was not illegal and female prostitutes were readily identified by their high heels. During the Middle Ages, both men and women would wear pattens, or wooden soles. That's clearly an originator of the high-heeled shoes. Pattens would attach to fragile or expensive shoes to keep them out of the mud, and to other street debris when walking outdoors. In the 1400s, platform shoes were created in Turkey and were popular throughout Europe until the 1600s. It could be 7 to 8 or even 30 inches high, requiring women to use canes or servants to help them walk. Like pattens, platform shoes were overshoes, but unlike the patterns, it was worn almost exclusively by women. They were usually designed with cork or wood stuck as the heel. The Phoenicians made the platform shoes into a status symbol, revealing wealth and social standing for women and tourists. Souvenirs often remarked humility on the outer use high-performance, hyper-platform shoes began to be made in three pieces during the 1500s, with a flexible upper attached to a heavier firming sole. This new two-part shoe led to the heel as an actual part of the shoe, rather than just an attachable overshoe. Heels grew in popularity during the 1500s to keep both male and female from slipping from the loop. The rider heels would resemble the morning riding boot and cowboy boot. The simple riding heels soon gave way to more systematic heels that were higher and thinner in the mid-1500s. The introduction of the high heel and the attendant difficulty of making mirror image last. It led shoemakers to eventually create a straight shoes or shoes that could fit either the left or right foot. Right and left shoes would eventually return in the 1800s when high heels were uncontrolled. Then in the 1860s, Heels as fashion became popular again. It made a comeback, and the invention of the sewing machine endorsed greater variability in high heels. When it made its return, some wearers were comfortable in 5 or even 6 inches heels. As with corsets, high heels were claimed to be not only harmless, but beneficial to the health because, as advertisers stated, high heels help improve backaches and stooping and made walking less tiring. But critics cited that high heels created a more sexually aggressive gape and compared the high heels to a poisoned hook to catch an unwary male. Some even associated the high heels with the cloven hoof of a devil of a witch. For your further understanding of the history, watch this short video about it.
Element of sex, the feet. Sexy, I mean. It's the nicest part of the body. This is sex on wheels. Look at this. This is fabulous. This is my favorite heel ever!
High heels have their fashionable advantages for women, but at the same time, there are harmful effects that are verified by orthopedic surgeons. The general compromise is that there are particular dangers that are associated with wearing high-heeled shoes. But before I mention the disadvantages, or what we call the dangers, there are advantages which I have to mention and to give emphasis to. This kind of shoes leads to the reality that they can enhance the attractiveness of women. High heels can make women's calves look firmer and more pronounced. Lower legs muscles are more defined, and legs will be look longer. Her butt will also look more rounded, and her feet will look smaller and she will look taller. She can walk seductively in short, tapering strides, and last but not the least, posture will be straighter, causing her to even push out her bust. The higher the heels, the greater highly true these advantages will be, and at the same time, the physical health dangers will increase. High heels can greatly cause foot problems while aggravating foot problems that you already have. But the doctors have made a deeper research on what are the negative effects of wearing high heels can be experienced in particular sections of the feet, legs, and also back. First, it greatly affects our feet. With the foot in a downward position, there were there is weighty increase in the pressure on the bottom of the foot. The pressure increases as the height of the shoe heel increases. For example, wearing a 3/4 inch heel increases the pressure of the bottom of the foot by 76%. The increased pressure may lead to pain or foot deterioration, such as the hammer toes, bunions, corns, calluses, and name it. The downward foot position also causes the foot to be more turned to the outside, and this changes in foot positions changes the line of pull of the Achilles tendon and may cause the condition called Haglund's deformity, or in other words, the pump bump. It can be recognized on the heel where the straps of the high heels are wrapped around. The straps cause intense friction on the heels, causing the nuisance of a bump to form. It greatly affects our ankles too. High heels limit the motion and power of the ankle. Joint and ankle injuries are always a danger, and the degree of injury can stem from sprains and even to fractures. To have a deeper understanding on the effects of the high heels on our feet, please watch this video.
High heels can be sexy, but wearing them can be risky. High heels are a staple of femininity, and many women consider it the next step after learning to crawl. But what's supposed to look good for women doesn't come without a high price. Experts say these can be fun, but Dr. Sean Hudson says they may not be worth the risk.
You can't unboil a hard-boiled egg, is what I like to say. If they've been wearing them for 60 years, day in, day out, the truth is there's probably some arthritis.
But what shoe companies won't tell you is that the lower back problems that you'll have. When you walk, the weight of your body goes from your discs to your lower back joints, which separates the joints and causes arthritis. A new study shows that wearing high heels can cause muscle and tendon changes in your legs. Wearing high heels 5 or more days a week shrinks a woman's calf muscle fibers by 13%. According to the American Orthopedic Foot and Ankle Society, people take an average of 10,000 steps a day. Now imagine those in heels. The study found that wearing heels changed a woman's posture and caused the ankles to tilt inwards, which destabilized the joints. Even though fashion designer Sarah Merzen mixes up her flats and heels, she gives us a few tips.
Always wear socks with boots. Everything that has a closed heel and that's closed along the ankle, definitely always wear socks or some sort of cushion in my heel to prevent it.
Even though high fashion may be fun, Dr. Hudson says you should minimize harm and stick to flats. Katie Owen, Cronkite News.
To end my speech, the physical dangers of wearing high heels should be kept into consideration when choosing the next pair of heels. Always choose comfortable high heeled shoes. When you're buying a pair, try on both pairs of heels, as your feet may not be identical in size and the shoes may not be identical in their size as well. I personally wear heels, and almost all of my studies regarding my chosen topic were heels, and proven by other people and doctors as well. It impaired me that I should always keep in mind that the next time I buy, I should first check that I am comfortable in it, and second, of course, is the quality that I will pay for. You don't want to buy heels that will just give you pain and won't enjoy wearing them, right? Thank you.